Hello everyone. We are going to continue the backtesting session اللي بديناها في the last video. Of course, as I said, this is simulation ديال funded accounts. In this case ديال FTMO 10K. It can actually be ديال any challenge ديال any prop firm. المهم تكون الرولز ديالها ديال 10% profit target, 5% ديال daily loss و 10% ديال overall loss. Okay. So as I said for last video, we're gonna be taking one trade per day. For last day, we didn't manage to take the trade. كنا كنتسناو أنه يرجعنا للإكستريم, but it didn't. I could have actually risked, went a little bit risky and took the trade, ولكن yeah, for this challenge غادي نمشيو conservative. If we pass the first phase for backtesting, then we're gonna do the second phase as well, which is gonna be different. The second phase كتكون عندك only 5% ديال profits, and the loss is the same, it's 5% daily و 10% overall. So كل ما كتقرب الفاندد, كل ما كتقرب الباي اوت, that's when the psychology كترون, that's when it becomes harder, that's when it becomes easier to fuck up. Okay, so verification بلاني عاملين لك 5%, because it plays with your psychology. كتقول okay, it's only 5%, يلا دوس من 10%, I made 10% or whatever, فهمتي, in whatever amount of days, and you're like, yeah, 5% is easy, and كتبدا risky more, كتسمى riskier moves, كترجع impatient, وكترون الدنيا, and you start and you keep losing, and you lose the account on the second phase. Okay. ملي كتجي تفكر فيها, actually the second phase, it is actually the easiest one, فهمتي, because you need to make less than the amount اللي كان خصك تدخل في the first phase. So one thing وأهم حاجة في هادشي كامل في trading in general is to have a set of rules, risk management. يعني ملي كتكون خدام in a business, there's a boss that's telling you how the structure is gonna work. Okay, that's what you need when you're a trader. There's no, ما كاينش شي واحد اللي يجي ويفيقك انك 8 الصباح باش انك, او 7 الصباح باش انك تريدي لندن سيشن. ما كاينش شي واحد اللي غادي يكرف لك يدك فهمتي, ما غاديش يخليك انك تاخد ديك التريده اللي هي ريسكي فهمتي. You have to be your own boss. That's why rules are very important. Okay, you set yourself some rules. Of course you need rules, and you also need discipline باش انك تفولو هذيك الrules. Okay. For trading, one bad day can actually ruin your trading. It can ruin your capital, can ruin your funded accounts. Just one day. And the worst of it here, revenge trading. Okay, you lose the first trade and you're like, okay, no, the price is still gonna push down. You take the second one, you take the third one, وكتبقى في واحد اللوب. Then you keep losing, and then ملي كتوصل الوقت انك خصك تنزل the real trade ديالك, and then you're actually confident about it. You're like, okay, this is the good trade, but your psychology كتكون ديك الساعة too fucked up باش انك تقدر تنزل ديك trade, and then you end up not putting the trade, and the trade hits your TP, and then your psychology gets more fucked up. Okay, and yeah, كتكون في واحد death loop, واحد cycle ديال, and you repeat the same thing. Okay, enough هضر بزاف. So let's go to the chart and let's go to the chart ونحاولوا نلقاو a trade في the following day. Okay, صغروا هيدا صغروا هيدا. Okay, that's good. So as we spoke about the last day for daily, overall price keep pushing for up. We had a last swing break of structure deal daily, then we had a pullback to the extreme zone. إذا كان هاد extreme إذا كان price باقي غادي يبوشي في overall up, then ما خصناش نبريكيو هاد اللو هادي, and price من شي زون من هنا خصو يكمل البوش ديالو في الاب. Okay, so هاد اللعيبة دايما you should keep it in the back of your mind, because من تبدأ تشوف ان برايس بدا كيبوشي في الاب with the good momentum. Maybe that's the new that's the new lower low, higher low, باش انه يكريتي لنا the new higher high. Okay. In this case, swing structure ديال 4H is still bearish. Last swing break structure اللي كان عندنا هو هذا. Usually after a swing break structure we expect a pullback. So ما حدو price باقي ما بريكناش هاد internal high هادي, then there's no confirmation yet بأن price is pushing up. Okay. But 15 minutes is the time frame اللي كندي عليها بزاف. So إذا كانت internal ولا swing structure ديال 15 minutes كتبوشي a certain way and I follow that way. Okay. Yeah, I think that's about it for 4H. There's nothing more to do. Price yeah, just broke internal structure. We had the two candles keep pull back here a little bit. I don't know, in my opinion I still expect price to push a little bit higher. Maybe we still gonna have another leg out, honey. We'll see. So let's go to the 15 minutes, which is the time frame landing DL hubs. So our last swing break of structure, yeah, last swing break of structure was this one. So this is actually our stuff. This is actually our last swing high, and this is our last swing low. Okay. Last swing high, last swing low. So what we do is you can always take a Fibonacci and take the 50% of the zone. So the premium zone, always sell premium and buy on discount. Okay, so I expect price at least to come to this area, to a supply zone في هاد الاريا هادو باش انا expecting انه يكمل push ديالو في الداون. So right now صراحة I don't think there's a setup. There is actually a change of character here. So let me show you right over here. So this was our fractal structure. This is a break of the fractal structure. So our last fractal high can see هادي, or last fractal low can see هادي. So anything that happens in between هادو doesn't really matter to me. Okay. So هنايا we had a change of character. So as I said في last video, change of character just بالwick it counts as a change of character. So in this case we had a change of character. Price came to the demand zone. You could, yeah, you can argue you can take a trade from this zone right here باش انك trade higher, but this trade is actually counter trend. So it's actually trade in the pullback. So it's a risky trade. So the best scenario هو تسنى أنه يطلع لنا premium أن price يطلع لنا شي supply zone هنايا, and that's the best case scenario. Okay. But واحد حاجة I'm gonna keep in mind is that as I said حنايا في a daily demand zone. So إذا بدك يشوي a good bullish momentum, yeah, might be start taking buys. So then we had our fractal change of character. We have this demand zone right over here. So now صراحة it's, what is it? It's 7:45. فهاد الساعة I don't really see a setup اللي غنقدر ناخد. And I don't even think Ben will actually find the setup in the London session. So واحد حاجة you have to keep in mind ملي كتكون كتباك تيستي it's easy انك تبقى تسكيبي candles, فهمتي؟ هذا next candle it's easier, فهمتي؟ alors que انت دوزتي نص ساعة المكانة. But when it's real كتبقى تسنى ساعة المكانة, and ساعة المكانة you might start doing some stupid shit. Okay. كتهود كتمشي ل MT5 كتشوف candles كيبقاو moving in a certain way. You see a big candle and then you think this is the candle is gonna push, and then you enter, it gets rejected, the same candle gets rejected, and then takes you out. So yeah, let's forward a few candles and see price now at the end. Okay. Oh yeah. yeah. So هاد demand zone هي اللي change caractère. Price already رجع عن هاد demand zone. Try to push, couldn't. I think it came to take the liquidity. Yeah, they cancel Asian session, so yeah. Asian session, this was the Asia low. I think this is the Asia low. Or the Asia high. So yeah, we'll see. But so far nothing yet, okay? Okay. شوف الساعة دابا is 11 p.m. So far no trade, no setup forming, nothing really interesting. Okay, so بقنا مع 8 صباح ولا 7 صباح ولا whatever. We came to the charts, we analyzed, but yeah, it's part of the game. كتجي ما كتلقى حتى شي setup حتى شي trade اللي كتكون interesting, so yeah, you don't force anything, you don't take any trade, anything. صبر in this game I think is the most important thing, okay? Yep. So yeah, now I think this is this was the Asia low. So we just took the Asia low, then we had a reaction. Maybe we can take a setup from here. Takes the low. Let's push a little bit higher and then. But yeah, I don't think there's any setup that is interesting for me. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep it going. Yeah. So yeah, إذا كنت تاخدي setup and I would have lost. So yeah, it's really disgusting price action. This is just a consolidation for demand zone, so we just wait. دابا 3 العشية, just a few more candles. Yeah, so مشى Wednesday, the 5th of November مشى, there's no actual trading day. So هنايا كنا نقدروا نبقاو نبريديكتيو ونبقاو ناخدو تريدات هنايا where كتبقى تخور بزاف you take trade up and then you're like no price is gonna push down يعني there's no real interesting trades, okay? So in this case let's go to the next London session. Okay, so this is actually pretty good. For last Asia session price push out to the premium of this move right over here. Take this low. Take this low because this is actually the actual low. Because price هنايا هاد اللو اللي كنا عاملين didn't even break it body, so I don't count it as a break structure. It's just a wake السلام. So this is our actual low. So كان ديال high ديالنا ديال low ديالنا. So price already وصل 50% ديال zone, so at any time price يقدر يكمل push ديالو في down, okay? So let's actually check if we can find a good zone. Okay, so هنايا كانت internal structures ديالنا هنايا في the last day. Internal structure, we had a break of internal structure, pull back to this demand zone. From this demand zone we had a push. Okay, so let's take this demand zone right over here. Okay, so this demand zone, this one slashed through it. Okay, so this was our last demand zone. So this one, yeah, this is actually an internal structure. This was our last internal structure. So we had a pullback, price breaker. So this was our last internal structure. Price run had the demand zone. We had a reaction from it. So this is also a flip zone from right over here. So this is actually a good zone. We can start looking from a trade down from. Okay, so نحيدو هذا نطولو هذا a little bit. Like for 15 minutes تشوف price هيتالك areas of interest for 15 minutes and then you go to the 1 minute باش انك تقدر you know تشوف a change of character or a break of internal structure ديال 1 minute to actually look for a setup, okay? So دابا 8 العرب again and yeah, let's see دابا we just wait until price hits our, yep, so it's 9:45. Ooh. Oof. That's a big ass candle اللي هي بها الزون ديالنا. So now we go to the what is happening? What the fuck is even that? There's a technical issue, guys. Yep. So there was a technical issue. Refresh it and now everything's good. It's another 15-minute candle by mistake. So, but this is actually good. Then price وصلنا الزون ديالنا. So we had this fractal break of structure. Then we had this change of character. Let's see. There's this demand zone right over here. This is actually a good demand zone. We can actually, this is also a flip zone right over here. Flip zone, I don't know if I can manage to put at 2.5. Yeah. So there's two things we can do right over here, okay? So نقدروا نتسناو for 15 minutes برايس يبريك لنا internal structure في 15 minutes يرجع عند demand zone اللي بريكت لنا internal structure باش انه يكمل الداون, which is actually the most secure way of entering, okay? We just execute, ما نبقاوش نحمقوا راسنا, we just execute and كنخليو ال edge ديالنا to take over, okay? So we had a change of character. My actually trading style is that we have a change of character for 1 minute, price comes back to the zone and changes the character, and then we take the trade, okay? Taking this one, we're gonna place the order, limits, risk 1%, and then yeah, we're gonna journal it. هذه أول trade عندنا for our challenge. So we're gonna go for the غادي نعاد لهنايا, gonna go for the okay, for 1 minute, we're gonna go for the 15 minutes as well. I'm gonna screenshot this, and we're gonna go for the 4 hours as well. We're gonna screenshot this. Okay, this is pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah, so داكشي اللي عملنا هنايا, عملنا 1 minute, 15 minutes, and عملنا 4 hours. Now I'm going to yeah, so نخلي هادي هنايا. Go to the 1 minute, and then yeah, we wait for it to get triggered. Whoa, come on. Yeah, I think it's gonna keep pushing down. I don't even think I want to take this trade anymore. Yeah, I think it's too late to take this trade. علاش حيتاش إذا خدينا التريد دابا برايس شنو كنت باغي يعمل, يتريجكتا, يرجع يبدا يدخلنا في you know, trigger us into the trade, and then يهودنا الديمان زون, باش تا ديك الساعة مين هودنا الديمان زون we'll have room اننا نعملو بريك ايفن, باش تا اذا كان برايس من هاد الديمان زون كان يكمل بوش ديالو في الاب, at least we have a risk free trade. In this case it's just stupid to enter باش حيت شي برايس يجي من الديمان زون ويطلع يتريجرينا and then yeah يخرجنا, right? So I think it's too late. Price, I still can do that. I still can come here and push, but yeah, I'm not going to risk this and take this trade, okay? And I'm happy with that. So we are closing this. We're closing this. We're going here. I'm going to 1 minute. Okay. Going to the 5 minutes. Okay, we go here. Yep, so got this 5 minutes. We had another picture of 5 minutes, and yeah, I think we should leave a note. So, what should we say? I removed this trade because price already pushed lower. The best case scenario is the price is that when price already reached the demand zone, I wanted to already be in the trade to set trade on break even. Guys, that when the price already reached that demand zone, I wanted to already be in a trade to set the trade on break even. And a trade to set it on break even. In this case, price can just push higher from the demand zone. So I don't want to be involved in this trade. Yeah, I think this is a Gucci gang. We have all the pictures, we have everything, and then we save it. And yeah, let's actually see what's gonna happen. Let's go to 15 minutes and see what's gonna happen. Oh, only 5 minutes. Let's actually see what's gonna happen for New York session. Yeah, that's exactly what I was scared about. That's exactly what I was scared about. Yeah, كنا قاعدين نخسروا التريد. should have been better. Maybe trade كان يوصل هنايا كنا قاعدين نتريجراو وكانت تتهون وكنا نقدروا نعدلوا له break even, but yeah, doesn't always happen. Okay. Yeah, so that's done for this 2 days actually. And yeah, this is enough. Well, I'll see you in the next video. Ciao.